Joe, I didn't hate you. I hated other coaches before you because they were a-holes.
I got my ass kicked 6 ways to Sunday.
Peyton Manning. He is probably one of the best game callers ever.
Fun, money, and girls.
Are you saying I'm less than an asshole?
No, I like.
Please hang up and try again.
Radio Network, broadcasting from the Lucas Oil Studios.
Driven by General Tire.
Rock on, baby!
It's Speed Freaks. Motorsports Radio redefined with Kenny Sargent.
We love to party.
Crash Gladys.
What are we doing for the bachelorette party?
Here's the Freaks.
Freak Nation, I got to say it out of the gate, man. Could we have not had a more boring freaking Daytona 500 winner? I'm not saying race, Freak Nation. How many of you did not want freaking William Byron to win this thing again? Me, I raised my damn hand. I don't want William Byron to win another Daytona 500. No, enough. Every other dude behind him, besides a Cole Custer, I want these other dudes to win it, but not freaking William Byron. Why? Because they're going to go bananas. They're going to curse on air. They're going to say things that we don't want them to say. William Byron, what did I say? It's a toss-up between William Byron. Who was I comparing William Byron to, Crasher? 2-shot, 4-shot, Richie. Who?
A vanilla sandwich?
Yeah, something like that. It's like, come on, Richie. William Byron is a 2-time Daytona 500 winner?
Hey, the race was great. The race was amazing.
Yes.
That's what I care about. William Byron, again, milquetoast, the most milquetoast driver in NASCAR this side of, give me another name who's super boring on the NASCAR Cup Series. But the race was great. so the finish was worth it for everything that came before it. I thought it was a terrific Daytona 500. And well, we've seen this story before last year. So yeah, no big deal for me with William Byron. I wish it was Kyle Busch or somebody else, but it is what it is.
Yes.
Absolute garbage. Having William Byron as your, can you tell? I think the gentleman is a fine dude, but I just want someone with a personality that's going to put the middle finger up there and say, I won the freaking Daytona 500 without doing it. Crasher.
Like a Kyle Busch, like a Christopher Bell, like a Bubba Wallace, for crying out loud, or Tyler Reddick. He would have been nutso in victory lane, but even our daughter, we're watching William Byron be interviewed, and our daughter even said, Mom, is he okay? Or is he sick or something? He just doesn't seem to be very happy. And I'm like, well, you kind of nailed it right there, babe. He's just not a fiery interview.
Cole Cusimano, of course, is there in the media center at Daytona International Speedway. And Cole Cusimano, I'm sure Cole's going to say, oh, I'm glad that William Byron got himself his second freaking Daytona 500 championship. Right, Cole?
You mean my championship pick?
Oh,
Listen. I'm with Richie here. I think just the fact that it was an insanely great race is all I can really care about. Yeah, you wish you could see somebody different go to victory lane, have somebody break that streak like Kyle Busch or Brad Keselowski. But you know what? I respect greatness. I respect history. And for William Byron to go back-to-back, that's pretty impressive, albeit in a fashion where almost the entire field got taken out. But nonetheless, the race itself was incredible, and that's all I really care about. But I get what you're saying, though, obviously.
I'm not denying anything that you and Suave said. It was a fantastic race. Okay, it was a great race.
Well, hold on. What lap was it, Richie? It was like around lap 140 of 200, in which they said we've already had more lead changes in this race than we did this very race last year.
Correct.
So yeah, it was a massive race, Kenny. I know you were preoccupied doing a bunch of tech stuff for this very show that we are on right now, but there were so many great storylines. Watching Christopher Bell come from the back to the front, Kyle Busch the front to the back to the front, just driver names all over the map, and it was fun to follow that because you never knew. You'd get up, go to the bathroom, come back, all of a sudden your driver's in the top 10, when you went to the bathroom 2 minutes prior, he was 23rd. So yes, there was a lot to watch and be excited about. In my opinion up until the end.
Well, I'm not going to allow you three happy bastards to set my mood for the race. I think the race was a very good race.
Okay.
It wasn't the best Daytona 500 I've ever seen. And Crasher, when I'm doing all that tech stuff, I've got a freaking big ass TV right in front of me as I'm doing this big ass tech stuff. Okay, I saw the race this time. I did, and I was hurting just like everybody else with the G-damn rain delays. I get it, but for me, it has to be an outcome that really rewards a race like this. And I heard what Cole said. Granted, half the field was taken out. That's painful. Listen, Cole Custer, when that freaking 20 in front of you is dovetailing like this in front of you, back off the son of a gun, will you? Back off and let Bell run his freaking Toyota. Maybe. Bell with a freaking Daytona 500 championship.
Well, hold on,
I'm
Richie.
not done, Crasher.
What did Cole Custer say to us
I
on his
know
radio?
it. That's where I'm going with this, Crash. Swabby, what the hell did Cole Custer say on the goddamn radio? What did he say?
Chill out, Sarge. My goodness.
Well, I don't want you guys trying to set my freaking narrative here, man.
Wow.
All right?
He's fired up.
Yeah,
I love it.
Cole
Definitely fired
Custer said that because there was 5 laps in the race left in the race, he wasn't going to back off or back down. So he was trying to win that dang race, if ends or buts or checkers or wreckers, right? That's what he was trying to do.
Mm-hmm. Still, you see the back end of that car, Cole Cusimano. You see it dovetailing like this, but you know that they're not matching up. And if when your driver's going, hey, should I back off there, Ralphie? Yeah, you should back off, Cole.
It's the Daytona 500. Checkers or records, baby.
Oh, my God.
I don't blame him. Honestly, I really don't. It's the biggest race of the year. It's NASCAR Super Bowl. You're going to win or wreck trying. I think that Ricky Stenhouse Jr. would say the same exact thing.
Oh, I'm just upset that freaking William Byron has himself another Daytona 500. So many much better storylines, in my opinion, than that guy. Nothing against the guy. Nothing against him at all. Nice guy. Kenny Wallace and I kind of called him out last year about, why isn't William Byron? Look, watch this. William Byron's going to sit on top of Twitter for about 30 minutes and then go, pfft. If it was Kyle freaking Busch, if it was, I don't know, if it was Denny Hamlin, if it was Bubba Wallace, it would sit up there for hours. But with William Byron, if they're going, Jeff freaking Gordon was more excited than William Byron. Jeff freaking Gordon was more excited. The OG 24.
It's because his paint scheme was back. And his paint scheme was back in Winter Circle.
And badass.
Yeah, it was. It did look good.
I mean, I can't blame the guy.
This isn't punching tickets. This isn't selling tickets to Atlanta. It's not like we talked about this last year too. It's not selling tickets to Atlanta. It's not selling tickets to Phoenix. It's not. He's not going to go out on the circuit and sell tickets for you to come to a race.
Yeah, when you go into these races and you see the billboards, there are going to be 4 or 5 drivers on these billboards that punch tickets, unless it's sponsored by Coke, that punch tickets. William Byron being on the billboard, that is not going to punch my freaking ticket. I mean, Cole, I appreciate greatness. Well, so do I. But I also appreciate something that gives me something to talk about on a on a radio TV show that's exciting. And not the fact that we have a 2-time Daytona 500 champ, which, by the way, if you compare how the 500 ended versus how the duels ended between Cindric and Eric Jones.
Oh, boy.
Aren't those scenarios? I've got a freaking NASCAR race promoter texting me, calling this thing out. And this guy has forgotten more about NASCAR than I know. And when he's calling BS, when he texts me, he says, there we go again. There we go again. The 24, put him in. The 48, no. 24, put him in. Anybody but, well, no, everybody but the 24, you allow him to get in there to win himself a freaking race. Holy smokes.
I mean, there's still a chance, though, that post-qualify or post-race inspection, he gets disqualified. So, you never know.
Oh.
Tyler Reddick could be your winner in like an hour and a half or so.
Right.
Okay, if that happens and we are live on this show, Cole Cusimano, you are heading out there and getting some sort of an interview.
Well, you know who's not laughing right now.
Who's laughing now?
Legato, you're not laughing, are you? You got some freaking haters, and they're behind the wheel of race cars. I'm not just talking freaking fans of Kyle freaking Busch. I'm talking about actual drivers. What you did on the track in those last. When did that? Well, there was 2 times when Logano had a squirrely ass move, right? Hold on, Crash.
Who's laughing now?
He was block heavy in the first stage. I thought it was a little early for him to constantly be blocking Busch, be blocking others, just weaving up and down the lines of the track in the first stage, for crying out loud. But I guess he kind of had his paybacks. He was another guy, though. You got to admit, it was really fun seeing him have his struggles, but then power back through. He had a massive car. Talking about Joey Logano, watching him go through all that crap and his team just lighten things up in the pits, and then he makes it back into the top 5. Are you kidding me? That's what movies are made of. And then, I'm still going to say this was Stenhouse's fault, even though it sucked seeing one oil take out another oil on the track, meaning Logano taking out Busch.
But I'm not a liar.
Storylines.
But I'm not a liar.
Not. You're freaking...
That paint scheme did not make the win.
Who's laughing now?
Tomano, you can laugh your ass off. Go ahead, man.
I'm trying not to, man. It gets me every time.
Isn't it the best? All right, we got a break, man. Needless to say, we're pretty freaking fired up, Freak Nation. Who do you think should have won the damn race instead of freaking William Byron, as my set's just freaking deteriorating? More freaks next.
Speed Freaks, Motorsports Radio, redefined.
As your power steering pump ages, seal leaks may occur, causing the power steering system to lose fluid. Your power steering system may also develop an annoying squeal, and the steering may become more difficult to handle. By using Lucas Power Steering Stop Leak, you will stop the seal leaks, reduce slack in rack and pinion, eliminate the squeals and hard spots in your power steering system. It is guaranteed to stop seal leaks or your money back. Lucas Power Steering Stop Leak. It works.
This segment of Speed Freaks is brought to you by BetterHelp. Go to betterhelp.com/speedfreaks now. And for those of you that have experienced therapy in the past, you know the benefits. Good on you. If you haven't, don't let it intimidate you. Therapy is so soothing. It's the way that color and stability can be added to your life. Listen, guys, we're a couple months into 2025. Have those resolutions really been working? Are you where you thought you were going to be? And it's okay to say no, because if not, maybe you need a little extra nudge in your life. Only you have the power to write your own story. And sometimes writing your story requires a little bit of a sidekick. BetterHelp can be that sidekick to help add color to your experiences, to help you with better relationships, to help everything have more meaning in your life. This type of therapy is pretty incredible. You don't have to drive 30 minutes out to a therapist and then drive another 30 minutes back, taxing you 60 minutes out of your day. This is convenient, online, and extremely affordable. Go check it out at betterhelp.com/speedfreaks for 10% off your first month. Add color, add meaning, add a little bit more happiness to your life. Give yourself that exhale that just helps you get through today, tomorrow, and the next month. That's what you owe yourself this 2025. That's betterhelp.com/speedfreaks, BetterHelp, HELP.com. You owe it to yourself.
Freak Nation, head to your local General Tire dealership now to check out the latest additions to their product lineup. The Grabber family of tires are engineered for durability and feature innovative performance features that offer all-terrain capability, blending exceptional off-road durability and impressive on-road performance, all while sporting aggressive style. For outstanding off-road performance coupled with strong street manners, look no further than General Tire. General Tire delivers for whatever you do, and the official tire of Speed Freaks since 2001.
Spring forward with real unlimited data from Straight Talk this tax season and get a free Samsung Galaxy A16 5G or Moto G Power 5G 2024 with select plans. So you can stream games during Mad March hours, check the weather for April showers, and watch gardening videos about May flowers. Straight Talk, real unlimited data. Available at Walmart and straighttalk.com. Offer valid through 4/15/25. Taxes and fees apply. Requires purchase of single line gold unlimited plan or higher. For network management practices, visit straighttalk.com.
You're listening to Speed Freaks, Motorsports Radio, redefined.
Nation, guess what? You know what segment this is? This segment's brought to you by our good friends at General Tire. Freak Nation, make your plans now to get yourself a new set of General Tires. Fall's here. Winter's coming. Wet weather. You want to make sure you're on a new set of General Tires. For more information, check it out at GeneralTire.com. That's GeneralTire.com. General Tire, the official tire of Speed Freaks for over 2 decades. Which, by the way, Freak Nation, freshman Cole Cusimano here in the Freak Nation. Go ahead and bring up the 4-shot there, Richard C. Cole Cusimano had a chance to catch up with Butterbean, your winner on those General Tires in the ARCA series, the Dente 200, right there, Cole Cusimano?
Ride with the Dente. Some Chili sponsorship. I love my triple dipper, so I appreciated that that title sponsor for that race.
Yeah, you did. Which, by the way, if you follow us on YouTube, Instagram, or any other social platform, you'll see Cole Cusimano with Butterbean. And at my age, when you hear Butterbean, you think of this bald, fat-ass, right, Richie? Right?
It's the boxer with the red, white, and blue shorts.
Yeah, that's Butterbean.
Yeah, the biggest dude you'll ever see. Yeah.
When Jamie and crew kept calling him this dude Butterbean, I'm going, no, that's Brendan Queen, man. They know it's Butterbean. That's you cannot steal butter. You cannot steal a name like Butterbean, right?
Well, I got to say. So my uncle mentioned that too. He saw the video, saw his name was Butterbean. I'm not a big like wrestling or boxing guy. He sent me a little clip, and I was like, there could not be a more bigger parallel between the driver and the boxer or the wrestler, because just interviewing him, he was kind of a small guy. He wasn't like a big build either, so it was just kind of bizarre, but really nice guy. Happy for him to get that win.
He had a badass mullet, didn't he?
Oh yeah.
And you know how he partied, Crasher? How Brendan Butterbean Queen partied after the ARCA Series race? He said he was going to go to Chili's, chips and dip, and then he says, I'm mainly known for going to Waffle House and give me some chocolate milk.
Yes.
Really? That's what you're known for? I know you won a championship, late model last year? Is that right, Cole?
Mm-hmm. Yep, late model guy.
Chips, dip, and milk. That's a different kind of hangover.
Hey,
quite the combo.
His teammate, though, Crasher, in the ARCA Series for that race, was who?
You know.
It was Elio.
Yeah. Oh, well, sure.
Your name is Butterbean, and your teammate is 4-time Indy 500 champion, Helio Castroneves. All right, getting back to William Byron now, a 2-time Daytona 500 champion. Richard C., what are you seeing on our chat regarding the popularity of William Byron? I've been on X, and I'm just, again, the energy is not there for this dude at all.
Yeah, I want to go to our YouTube chat. Shout out to everybody watching post-race live on Sunday nights.
Mm-hmm.
You can come in our chat, and you can send us super chats, and so we can bring them up on air. So thank you for the donation. This is Athletic Greek 89 saying, happy for Byron. He earned the win regardless. I know a lot of people like this race. This racer was not was the epitome of why I like plate racing. Dale Sr. said this isn't good racing. I just butchered that in English language, but thank you for the super
Did we
chat.
just get $10 from doing that?
$10 right there, and he sent us more too.
Oh.
First time for Athletic Greek 89. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Holy smokes.
Joey Logano and Ricky Stenhouse Jr. ruined it for Blaney, which they 100% did.
They did.
Oh, they ruined it for Blaney. They ruined it for Bush. They ruined it for many, many, many guys. Themselves, of course, as well. That was whack. Pull up Cody's comments, because Cody had something very interesting to say. And this is mind-boggling. He says 2 things. Logano laugh clip was creepy. Sorry, dude. And the Kyle Busch incident is a massive issue. Being the safety crews came to his car with no air in his tank to jack up the car with their new mandated airlift. Mandated airlift, no air to jack him up, delayed him. Oh, he had to be towed back into the garage. Cost him 3 laps. Minimum 3 laps, I'm reading. So, yeah, that's NASCAR, come on. You're better than that, especially in your Super Bowl race.
Crasher, it's not like we're partial. Again,
we're a little partial.
Richie said, I mean, look at Richie's hat. He's got the Kyle Busch Lucas Oil hat.
Right.
If you look over Crasher's left shoulder, the Kyle Busch car, go ahead and go to a single shot of Crasher there, Richard. If you look over her shoulder, there's Kyle Busch's car. We're a little partial. You know what we like about drivers and dudes like Kyle Busch? There have been numerous times through his career where we had issues with what he said, but that's the whole freaking point. Which, by the way, we've got Joe Gibbs joining us next hour. And what Joe Gibbs has to say about Denny Hamlin and other drivers is reminiscent of Kyle Busch and the haters and lovers of Kyle Busch. So Joe Gibbs is going to join us next hour. Rajah Caruth will be joining us next hour. NASCAR Truck Series pilot, got his first win in Vegas last year. Going to hear from Bubba Wallace. We should hear from Kyle Busch here in the Freak Nation. I don't know where the hell I was going with that there, Crasher. Just getting back to the whole William Byron personality versus Kyle Busch personality. Or Joey. I mean, come on.
Well, we were talking about NASCAR's issue of not having air in their lift, the mandated lift. Yeah. And then you went into, we're a little biased to Kyle Busch. Yes, we are. We share a sponsorship with Kyle Busch and Austin Dillon. But at the same time, we're not afraid to call things out when they're wrong. And in this case, a lot of people had their eyeballs on Kyle Busch because he could have become almost identical to Dale Earnhardt Sr. in finally getting a Daytona 500 win in his 20th start, which is exactly what Dale Sr. did. But Logano and Stenhouse had something else to say for it. And yes, there was another oil involved that took it away for the oil that we love in Kyle Busch. That was frustrating.
Who's laughing now?
That is creepy.
Cole Cusimano.
I'll never get over that.
Creepy.
Like he's crying laughing in the Freak Nation.
Hey, Colson, give me about 60 seconds of the vibe post race. Okay, as those last lap or two was winding down. I know you were there, right there in the infield, watching it unfold.
I mean, it was honestly surreal. So I feel like a vast majority of the infield and the people on pit road were still in shock from the Ryan Preece flip.
Yeah.
So still recovering from that, and then seeing the final lap where there was the crash between Denny Hamlin and Austin Cindric, and then lo and behold, William Byron wins again. It was just a lot of mayhem, I feel like, on pit road. But also just walking up and down once the cars got brought down, the drivers were talking with the media members. There were a lot of happy faces, which I thought was kind of weird, seeing as there was so much carnage. Like even Ryan Blaney, he got taken out from the win, basically, in that wreck with the one you mentioned with Kyle Busch and Stenhouse and Logano. And he was all smiles. And I guess there's a good reason for that because he finished top 10 somehow. But honestly, there were very few drivers that on pit road that were had a sour feeling or were not happy with how it ended up, which was weird for Daytona.
That is a little weird.
But Crasher, don't you think it is, and I'm speaking for drivers, I get it, their heart rate is about $180 for 3 or 4 hours, okay? And then they get out of the car, they've got their limbs, they've got their health. I don't know about Ryan Preece, but it's like, okay, in one piece.
We did it. Yeah.
We did it. It's you hear, there's not one driver that comes to mind that says, God, I love plate racing. I can't wait to hit Talladega or Daytona. That's my favorite, putting my life at stake for 4 hours. Oh, my God. You hear A.J. Allmendinger. Now he flat out said, I hate racing Talladega. So I can understand that, Cole, where it's like, whew, wow, I just went in enemy lines, came out, and I'm cool. I'm good.
Mm. Yeah, that was the sense I got kind of from the guys on pit road after the race.
Not to mention, this day was very long. This was a very long day. So you survived the wrecks, but you also survived the rain, which just dragged on everybody except for Carson Hocevar, who, he ended up playing games?
He was live on Twitch. 3,500 people were watching Carson Hocevar on Twitch play iRacing during the rain delay. And it was great cinema.
All right, we got a break in about a minute, and I might get a sneeze in before that time.
Ooh, good stuff.
But we got a break for our affiliates, Freak Radio Network, and, of course, YouTube, MAV TV, and, of course, on Instagram Live. Thank you guys for hanging out. I want, Crasher, not Kyle Busch, but I want which driver in your mind, your eye, had the best race that didn't win. I think your point about Joey Logano working his ass all the way back was a brilliant take. I agree with that. And frankly, what Kyle Busch did with the penalty, with the crew getting over the wall, too early and that accident early in the race too, and then he's up there in contention. Cole, Richie, Crasher, I want your take on the best driver not to win, the best driver in the Daytona 500, and yours too on the YouTube Super Chat. We're getting this money is bananas, Richie. I might be able to pay you this week.
Let's go. Come on. Athletic Greek.
Smokes.
Thank you.
Athletic
Appreciate you.
Geek, I think. Athletic Geek, yes.
Geek, sorry. Jeez, I can't read today.
No, you can't. All right, so your favorite take, Freak Nation, on which driver, your favorite driver that didn't win and why. Coming up, Speed Freaks Pits, Lucas Oil.
Speed Freaks, Motorsports Radio, redefined.
Freak Nation, head to your local General Tire dealership now to check out the latest additions to their product lineup. The Grabber family of tires are engineered for durability and feature innovative performance features that offer all-terrain capability, blending exceptional off-road durability and impressive on-road performance, all while sporting aggressive style. For outstanding off-road performance coupled with strong street manners, look no further than General Tire. General Tire delivers for whatever you do, and the official tire of Speed Freaks since 2001.
This segment of Speed Freaks is brought to you by BetterHelp. Go to betterhelp.com/speedfreaks now. And for those of you that have experienced therapy in the past, you know the benefits. Good on you. If you haven't, don't let it intimidate you. Therapy is so soothing. It's the way that color and stability can be added to your life. Listen, guys, we're a couple months into 2025. Have those resolutions really been working? Are you where you thought you were going to be? And it's okay to say no, because if not, maybe you need a little extra nudge in your life. Only you have the power to write your own story. And sometimes writing your story requires a little bit of a sidekick. BetterHelp can be that sidekick to help add color to your experiences, to help you with better relationships, to help everything have more meaning in your life. This type of therapy is pretty incredible. You don't have to drive 30 minutes out to a therapist and then drive another 30 minutes back, taxing you 60 minutes out of your day. This is convenient, online, and extremely affordable. Go check it out at betterhelp.com/speedfreaks for 10% off your first month. Add color, add meaning, add a little bit more happiness to your life. Give yourself that exhale that just helps you get through today, tomorrow, and the next month. That's what you owe yourself this 2025. That's betterhelp.com/speedfreaks, BetterHelp, HELP.com. You owe it to yourself.
Keeping your pride and joy perfect is as easy as 1, 2, 3. Start with Slick Mist Speed Wax. Simply mist on and wipe off for professional detail or shine. For your tires and trim, there's Lucas Slick Mist Tire and Trim Shine. Spray on and wipe off for better than new look. Then finish her with Lucas Slick Mist Interior Detailer. Just spray and wipe. Easy. Use Lucas Slick Mist Car Care products and she'll never look better. Fast, easy, and professional. Really, it's sort of like having an extra set of hands. Or 3.
I had the worst dream last night. You were in a car crash, and the kids and I were on our own. We had to move out of the house because I couldn't afford it anymore.
That's awful, hon.
My brother was saying he got life insurance from Ethos. With Ethos, it only took 10 minutes, and he got $2 million in coverage for around $2 a day. It's all online. No medical exam. He just answered a few health questions right from his house.
Ethos, here we come.
Visit getethos.com. That's getethos.com.
Sample rate is a 10-year term life policy for 35-year-old healthy, non-smoking male. Billed monthly.
Spring forward with real unlimited data from Straight Talk this tax season and get a free Samsung Galaxy A16 5G or Moto G Power 5G 2024 with select plans. So you can stream games during Mad March hours, check the weather for April showers, and watch gardening videos about May flowers. Straight Talk, real unlimited data, available at Walmart and straighttalk.com. Offer valid through 4/15/25. Taxes and fees apply. Requires purchase of single line gold unlimited plan or higher. For network management practices, visit straighttalk.com.
3 years of sellout crowds. 3 years of edge of your seat action. 3 years of jaw-dropping finishes. Worldwide Technology Raceway has rocked the world of NASCAR. And now, NASCAR is giving us another reason to celebrate. The 2025 NASCAR Cup Series Championship playoffs are coming. Sunday, September 7th, 2025. Go to www.raceway.com for the hottest ticket of the year.
You're listening to Speed Freaks, Motorsports Radio, redefined.
This freaking segment is brought to you by our friends at Lucas Oil. Now, what automobile do you have in the garage? I bet Lucas Oil could keep that thing fat and happy and on the road. From everyday car care, heavy-duty trucking to agriculture, hot rods, classic cars, motorcycles, and marine, Lucas Oil has what you need to keep those engines, interiors, and exteriors looking like and running like they're supposed to be. For more information, go to the website, lucasoil.com, and find the perfect Lucas Oil product. Keep your rides on the road. Well, Freak Nation, I don't want to spend another 4 or 5 minutes telling you how unhappy I am with William Byron winning a second Daytona 500. It's not anything personal against the guy. I just enjoy it when someone's got a bananas personality, like him or hate him, someone that there's a dividing line when it comes to racing. And vanilla, milquetoast drivers do not stick to me. Kyle Busch, Kyle Larson, Joey Logano, those dudes will power an IndyCar, Keselowski. Those stick to me because they have a personality. That's what we sell this show on, is freaking personalities. And I'm gonna make a point here in a minute. For the Daytona 500 Media Day, I'm surrounded by a bunch of folks in these scrums, and there's a place for people to ask stats and bats, nuts and bolts questions. I get it. That's not my cup of tea. Mine is to get to the personality. And you'll notice in these interviews, whether it was Bubba Wallace, Kyle Busch, SVG, Kyle Larson, the one dude that was asking questions about things other than the Daytona 500 and what would it feel like if you won the 500, it was me asking the questions about their kids, about getting lit up after the Daytona 500. Things like that. That stuff we really want to know about. So my point is this. I don't even remember what the hell it was. Yeah, I do. That's why I gravitate towards drivers who are damn good drivers and have a hell of a personality. Love them or hate them. We asked this going into break, who's the one driver, Freak Nation, that you believe had the better drive outside of William Byron, your winner? There's a number of drivers that we brought up in our conversation. Richard C. Suave, the one driver that you felt had the best ride outside of William Byron, not even necessarily the best finish, but considering everything, who had the best drive?
For me, it was Bubba Wallace. He was up front early in the race because he won his dual race, obviously, but he ended up going a little bit further back at the very beginning of the race and then made his way to the front, and he led 18 laps of this race, and he had a really, really great shot to win the Daytona 500, being the first black driver to ever do so. He ended up finishing 29th. He ended up getting caught up in that wreck, but man, he is really good at Daytona, and I really wish he had gotten a better finish because he deserved it, because I thought he had a great drive today.
Cusimano, what about you?
It's got to be one of the Penske guys. I mean, they just flat out dominated this race. They combined for over 63% of the laps led. Austin Cindric is a great candidate, leading the most in the race. But for me, it's got to be my winner pick going in, and the guy who should have won in Ryan Blaney. The guy got cleaned out in that wreck in the final stage, still managed to finish top 10, 7th place. And there's the moves he was making in this race were mind-boggling to me. That, like, when he stole the stage win from Cindric in the second stage, I was going bananas. He also made another really good move in the first stage, I believe, on Chase Elliott to grab second. He was running third. He's just a pro at this thing. All those Penske guys just know how to navigate these drafting tracks so well. But for me, a little bit of bias because I had him going in, Ryan Blaney.
Crasher, what about you?
You said I can't pick Kyle Busch, so I won't. I'm going to stick with my rant that I went on in one of the earlier segments of this show. How can you not beat the drive, the heart, the desire, the persistence of Joey Logano and his team? What they did, first of all, he had a massive car to kick off this race and was showing it, winning stage one. But then all the issues that they ensued right after that first stage, going all the way to the back, but fixing, I mean, what was it? It was the throttle box. It was so many things that they had to go through. Well, before they even figured out it was the throttle cable, the throttle box. Coming back and being in contention and then having Stenhouse take you out. It's just what I saw from that team today. That is why we stick and love this sport of motorsports.
That's why he's a champion.
That's why he's a champion.
It just didn't turn out right for him, but he was close.
If you go back and look at that last lap, there was one dude in the top 5 that had every chance in the world to win this damn thing. it was Corey LaJoy. And
Yeah.
Cole, I don't know if you were, no, you weren't there yet. The story that he told in the media center where he basically mortgaged his kids' college funds to get into this race.
Oh yeah, I was there for that.
Were you there for that?
Oh yeah.
And the 11th hour, somebody came in and covered all those costs. But he took all that money he was saving for his kids' college fund and put it into this one ride.
This ride.
Yeah.
This weekend, Daytona 500.
And
oh, the story that would have been.
Yes. Yes. That's right. So with one lap to go, I believe he was sitting fifth, fourth, Corey LaJoy. And if he would have won this thing, you're right, Crasher, the story. And this is another guy that's not afraid to say it. Whatever it is, with his Stacking Pennies show, his old man is a good friend of the Freak Nation. Mr. LaJoy.
Corey
LaJoy.
Excuse me. No, Randy.
Randy LaJoy.
Corey and Corey.
Yeah.
Corey and Corey.
So for me, it was Corey LaJoy, who right now I believe is scheduled to run 2 races, maybe, and he would like to run more, but running up front with crap money behind him compared to everybody else that was up front there. Corey LaJoy was my go-to, and a cat that, again, I gravitate towards because he's going to say and do what he wants to. He doesn't have the allegiance of a Hendrick or a Penske, and doesn't have to worry about offending some big-time billion-dollar sponsor. So, I just go for some underdogs from time to time, and seeing him finish up front there. Did we miss a break, Richie? Are we good? No, we're good.
We're 37. We're good.
Okay, we're good.
Yeah.
So seeing Corey LaJoy, that's my go-to. All you happy bastards pick. Yeah, no joke, man. Yeah, you go with the freaking easy picks, you bastards.
Yeah, we need to shout out Tyler Reddick.
Right.
Favorite driver who didn't win. Tyler Reddick wasn't a factor all day, but only if he would have had some help to catch Byron on that last lap. And there's a conversation there too because NASCAR did throw did not throw the caution flag, so they had them race back to the checkered flag at the end of this race, which was a complete opposite of the call they made back at the duel race, which cost Eric Jones the win in that duel, and Austin Sugar got the victory. So
consistently inconsistent.
Athletic Geek, if you can see this, I'm going to frame it with my shirt. Yes.
You can do that.
How's that? Official Speed Freaks license plate holder. Brother, shoot us an email, pitcrew@speedfreaks.tv, and I'm going to send you one of these snappy Speed Freaks license plate holders, all right? Thank you for the contributions. Thank you for the kind words on our YouTube chat. We appreciate it. Muchas gracias, senor.
Send us an email, pitcrew@speedfreaks.tv. Get some swag.
When we get into the second hour, there's an interview that Crasher and I had with Joe Gibbs, multi-time NASCAR team owner champion. He's won his share of Daytona 500s, won his share of Super Bowls.
Almost had it with Christopher Bell today.
Right. I've never seen Joe Gibbs like this ever. Speaking of asking questions that are not nuts and bolts, stats and bats, we get some great conversation out of Joe Gibbs. And you got to keep in mind, I'm a freaking Dallas Cowboys snorkeler. Sorry, I am. That's just the way it rolls. So anytime he comes in the Freak Nation, it's kind of like, oh my God. I mean, I had every chance to call Joe Gibbs an a-hole, but I don't. I say, you're just too nice, Joe. I can't hate you.
Did you ask him about Arizona State alum Jaden Daniels, the quarterback of the Washington football team?
No, I did not. But I did talk to nice segue. I did talk to Rajah Caruth about that because he's from the D.C. area. Yeah. He's a Commanders fan. And we did nice job there, Richard C. Because I asked Rajah Caruth, I'm not spoiling it. Which time we got? I said, Rajah, imagine lining up, whether it's truck, Xfinity, or Cup Series, and having a chance to beat Coach's ass. If you're not, he goes, oh man, that's a curveball there, Sergeant. I don't know how to answer that damn thing. And then we got into Jaden Daniels' conversation there, Richard. So
let's go.
And that's coming up in the second hour as well.
Yeah. So Rajah Caruth, Joe Gibbs. I think we're gonna have time to get to our Kyle Busch interview, Crasher.
Sweet.
So much more, and we have an 11-year-old insider and her take on the Daytona 500. If the race was that important to us, the Rizzler was that important to her. Crasher comes up to me when I was watching the race on another TV. She goes, man, this guy, the Rizzler. And I'm going, why am I the only guy that knows about this guy and his family? Saw him on Jimmy Fallon months ago. Did you know the Rizzler? Real quick, Cole. Hurry.
Oh, yeah. The Rizzler? Are you kidding me?
See?
Guy's a legend.
Yeah.
Kid's a legend. Sorry.
Suave, did you know about the Rizzler?
I don't know.
Where the hell are you guys? So Cole, the youngest guy on the show, and me, the oldest guy on the show, only two people knew who the Rizzler was?
Apparently. Apparently. Now our daughter's infatuated.
So we'll have a insight from an 11-year-old coming up, and I'm not talking about Cole. Sorry, Cole, I had to say that.
I appreciate that. Thank you. Jeez.
More Freaks next.
Speed Freaks, Motorsports Radio, redefined.
From the labs at Lucas Oil Products, Lucas Oil Complete Engine Treatment is a multifunctional cleaner plus lubricant. For every fill-up of gas or diesel, add one 16-ounce can of Lucas Oil Complete Engine Treatment. One bottle can treat a tank of up to 21 gallons. Its special additives allows a better fuel burn to help increase your miles per gallon. Expect longer engine life, longer oil life, cleaner exhaust, and less fuel consumption. Lucas Oil, it works.
Freak Nation, head to your local General Tire dealership now to check out the latest additions to their product lineup. The Grabber family of tires are engineered for durability and feature innovative performance features that offer all-terrain capability, blending exceptional off-road durability and impressive on-road performance, all while sporting aggressive style. For outstanding off-road performance coupled with strong street manners, look no further than General Tire. General Tire delivers for whatever you do, and the official tire of Speed Freaks since 2001.
Lowe's knows that your business is built on speed and trust. That's why the Lowe's Pro Desk is here to get you what you need the moment you need it. We'll help you plan your project, calculate your materials, and pivot when your job takes an unexpected turn. And with our pro-only checkout and dedicated pro parking, you have what you need to tackle your job and be back on the job in no time. Just visit us at the Pro Desk. Lowe's knows pros. We help. You save.
What's better than one win? 3 wins. With Straight Savings, you keep your own phone, get one line for only $25 a month with real unlimited data, and get rewarded with a $200 phone credit after 12 months. It's a win-win-win. Head to Walmart or visit straighttalk.com today. Switch to Straight Talk. Less dollars, more sense. Straight Savings Plan enrollment requires compatible unlocked device and new line of service. Bonus device credit requires 12 months of active service. Offer ends if eligibility requirements are no longer met. Taxes and fees apply. For network management practices, see Straight Talk's terms and conditions.
This segment of Speed Freaks is brought to you by BetterHelp. Go to betterhelp.com/speedfreaks now. And for those of you that have experienced therapy in the past, you know the benefits. Good on you. If you haven't, don't let it intimidate you. Therapy is so soothing. It's the way that color and stability can be added to your life. Listen, guys, we're a couple months into 2025. Have those resolutions really been working? Are you where you thought you were going to be? And it's okay to say no, because if not, maybe you need a little extra nudge in your life. Only you have the power to write your own story. And sometimes writing your story requires a little bit of a sidekick. BetterHelp can be that sidekick to help add color to your experiences, to help you with better relationships, to help everything have more meaning in your life. This type of therapy is pretty incredible. You don't have to drive 30 minutes out to a therapist and then drive another 30 minutes back, taxing you 60 minutes out of your day. This is convenient, online, and extremely affordable. Go check it out at betterhelp.com/speedfreaks for 10% off your first month. Add color, add meaning, add a little bit more happiness to your life. Give yourself that exhale that just helps you get through today, tomorrow, and the next month. That's what you owe yourself this 2025. That's betterhelp.com/speedfreaks, BetterHelp, HELP.com. You owe it to yourself.
3 years of sellout crowds, 3 years of edge of your seat action, 3 years of jaw-dropping finishes. Worldwide Technology Raceway has rocked the world of NASCAR, and now NASCAR is giving us another reason to celebrate. The 2025 NASCAR Cup Series Championship playoffs are coming Sunday, September 7th, 2025. Go to www.raceway.com for the hottest ticket of the year.
Speed Freaks, Motorsports Radio, redefined.
brought to you by our good friends at General Tire. Go to generaltire.com to check out the tire for your righteous ride. It's still pretty freaking cold out there. It's pretty wet and rainy in Florida. So why not? Roll on General Tires. For more information, go to generaltire.com. That's generaltire.com. Coming up next hour, Coach Joe Gibbs, who had a shot at winning another Daytona 500 with Christopher Bell running up front, till Cole Custer. Cole, the car in front of you, the rear end of that damn car. Hold up my Kevin Harvick, Kid Rock, number 29. The tail end of the car is doing this, Broham. Bro, back the F off. You even asked your crew chief, did I back off? Maybe it's the beer talking. Yeah, back off. When the rear end of that car is dovetailing like this, bro, give the guy a shot, will you? What the hell was I talking about? Oh, Joe Gibbs. Joe Gibbs next hour. Rajah Caruth, as we celebrate Black History Month, where we're featuring African Americans in motorsports. Rajah Caruth will be joining us in the second hour. And we're going to go a little younger right now. We have insight from an 11-year-old. Her name is Henley, and she just so happens to be Crashers and yours truly. She's our daughter. She's a hell of a motorhead. Cole, how does it feel to not be the youngest on the show?
You know what? I'm usually the oldest when I'm at work at Amici Pizza, so I'll take it. It's fine.
So, Henley, you watched the race like we did. You were next to us watching the whole damn thing. You have the patience of a saint. And you have a take on the race. We want to get an 11-year-old's take on really how you saw this race unfold. Can you share it with us? All right.
So, first off, in my opinion, awful finish by William Byron, winning the 500, and that's why it's called unofficial results. Yeah. And there was not really the big one until the ending. Mm-hmm. So the action was Ricky Stenhouse Jr. tapped Joey Logano, which got to Busch and Blaney. The other mini crash was when Cole Custer was getting a little competitive and bumped into Bell, which caused another crash. Ugh. So, and then Ryan Preece has had an awful Daytona experience. First, 2 years ago, he was tipping over. He was flipping over for a long time. And this year, he was upside down. Oh, my gosh. I feel bad for that guy. Yeah. Last, the Rizzler was in town, baby. And he was doing the Riz face, which is...
What is that? I like that. That's cool.
Yep, which is a famous trend where I come from. So, yes, there you have it.
Henley just called all of us old.
Right.
So, yep, there you have it. And more Speed Freaks.
All right, so Cole knows full-fledged what the Rizzler is, or who the Rizzler is, and how to mew. Let's see it, Colson. Look at that.
Oh, we need full screen.
Henley,
we all need to give our Riz face.
Henley, can you rank Cole's his face?
I give that like a 3.5.
Yeah,
Oof.
Yeah, Cole, you gotta suck in. You gotta suck in your cheeks, bro.
Yeah, so suck in.
Suck it, like that. You see that, Cole?
Yep.
Damn. All right.
Henley, real quick, before you get the hell out of here, tell us about the Rizzler.
So, the Rizzler at our school, and it's got a lot of other words. There's Skibbity, Sigma, Ohio. It's been going on for a very long time.
Right.
And, yeah, like everybody, it's everybody acts like it's been going on like until they're born. It's just crazy, and we do it all the time in class, and sometimes we moan. So yeah. Yeah.
That just happened.
Wait a minute. That's not. Hold on.
Richie, settle down, man. You dirty ass mind. You settle down. Come on.
Jesus.
Do it with the moan, Crasher. Henley, do it again. Do it again, real quick.
Okay.
All right. All right.
That, ladies and gentlemen, is the Riz from the West Coast.
Oh,
You
man.
guys had the Riz at the Daytona 500, the Rizinator. What's his name? Rizzer, the Rizzer. What?
The Rizzler.
The Rizzler. He was in Daytona. This is the West Coast version of.
Mom, nope.
All right.
Oh, I didn't do it. Okay.
Hey, Henley, nice job. Thank you. Hey, who's the one?
Hambone Henley, by the way. Her name
Right.
is Hambone Henley.
According to Antron Brown. Real quick, Henley, who did you want to win the race?
Okay. Can I say Kyle Busch?
Yes, say him.
Okay, so I had a lot of options. Yeah, Kyle Busch, it's just the normal, casual people, as we like. And Tyler Reddick, and yeah, some pretty, Joey Logano had a mind-blowing race today.
He did.
Wow.
Worked his
It
way
was really
back.
cool.
Yep.
Yep, fun to watch, definitely.
Awesome insight, babe. Thank you for joining us.
Mm-hmm.
All
Peace.
right. There you go.
Well, Cole and I are out of a job, so we are quitting the show, folks.
I was gonna say, why'd you bring me in when she's this good? That was like insane.
Because I got to pay her, Cole. That's why. Yeah. Oh, that's great, this Freak Nation. All in fun. You see, if we had a controversial finish for the Daytona 500, we would have probably spent that fourth segment bagging on whatever the finish was. But with Milquetoast Mikey, William Byron winning another Daytona 500, my God.
Hey, it was still a controversial finish, which I still think, like Richie said, we should get to. They throw a yellow flag on the last lap of the second duel on Thursday night, and the crash wasn't as bad as the crash on the last lap of the Daytona 500 on Sunday, yet there's no yellow flag thrown. To throw or not to throw, to race back to the yellow or to freeze the field, and then, like happened on Thursday night, change the finish after Eric Jones already crossed the line first. What? It's consistently inconsistent.
If it would have been Crasher, what do you think the mood would be a little bit different if it was anybody but Hendrick or Penske winning this?
I don't know. It is funny, the texts that we received and what you see on X of people thinking that this was a William Byron rule, so to speak. So the 24 wins it again, huh? This time, a different scenario than last year, but again, another driver allegedly getting screwed. So it's just interesting to see the different responses out there. Bottom line, though, you don't throw a yellow flag on the final lap on Thursday, but then come Sunday, you do the exact opposite. That's weird to me. Why, NASCAR? Why?
Hey, Cole, you're again. Look at Carter checking in. William Byron is bad. Cole, which by the way is Cole's pick for the 2025 NASCAR Cup Championship.
He is
What's
good,
correct?
though. He's bad.
I'm not
but
saying
he's a good driver. He's a good driver.
But can't he just throw a beer at somebody?
True.
Like maybe take a freaking 16 ounce or just bam.
That'd be cool.
Wouldn't it be badass? Cool. I would be wearing William Byron's S if he did that. Hey, Cole, what's the vibe in the press room there post race?
Well,
with the finish,
it sounds like William Byron's talking right now.
Right.
I'm holed up here in the one of the radio rooms, so I don't really know the vibe, but just like walking into the media center, like from pit road, people were just like tapping away on their laptops. It was just business as usual, probably because it was William Byron.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing really new there.
Right.
Same thing happened year again. So
cut paste. They could take his win from last year, just paste it.
Exactly, and that's why probably he wasn't so excited because he did it last year. Like, what's the big deal, you know?
So I'm a two-timer now. Yeah, and
Been there, done that.
Hey, Cole,
last year.
How battened down is your computer right now?
How battened down is it?
Yeah. Open up that door and show us William Byron in the press conference.
I don't know if I could do that.
Why can't you do that?
Because I'm hooked up to the hardwired Wi-Fi, and it'll probably cut out.
All right. Yeah, which you're not familiar with the media center there at Daytona. Cole is right next to rows and rows of media folks, and then at the front you have your guests, and that's where William Byron is. According to Cole Cusimano, that's where William Byron is right now. All right, folks, next hour, Joe Gibbs join us here in the Freak Nation, and Rajah Caruth will be here. You know how old I am when I want to say Rajah Bell. More freaks.
Speed Freaks, Motorsports Radio, redefined.
Freak Nation, head to your local General Tire dealership now to check out the latest additions to their product lineup. The Grabber family of tires are engineered for durability and feature innovative performance features that offer all-terrain capability, blending exceptional off-road durability and impressive on-road performance, all while sporting aggressive styling. For outstanding off-road performance coupled with strong street manners, look no further than General Tire. General Tire delivers for whatever you do, and the official tire of Speed Freaks since 2001.
If Ernest Hemingway was alive today, would he say this to you?
Shakespeare, Mark Twain, Edgar Allan Poe, all great writers. And after reading your book, I simply must add you to the list.
Wait, you don't have a book yet. So make a free call to Page Publishing. Turn your book idea into publishing gold.
800-215-6818. 800-215-6818. That's 800-215-6818.
Spring forward with real unlimited data from Straight Talk this tax season and get a free Samsung Galaxy A16 5G or Moto G Power 5G 2024 with select plans. So you can stream games during Mad March hours, check the weather for April showers, and watch gardening videos about May flowers. Straight Talk, real unlimited data, available at Walmart and straighttalk.com. Offer valid through 4/15/25. Taxes and fees apply. Requires purchase of single line gold unlimited plan or higher. For network management practices, visit straighttalk.com.
For more than 30 years, Lucas Oil Products has been solving some of the most difficult mechanical problems in the automotive, marine, and industrial industries. From our original Core 4 products, heavy-duty oil stabilizer, power steering, stop leak, transmission fix, and fuel treatment, we have now developed over 400 custom products to help solve some of the world's toughest mechanical issues. Go to lucasoil.com to see what we have in store for you. Lucas Oil, it works.
This segment of Speed Freaks is brought to you by BetterHelp. Go to betterhelp.com/speedfreaks now. And for those of you that have experienced therapy in the past, you know the benefits. Good on you. If you haven't, don't let it intimidate you. Therapy is so soothing. It's the way that color and stability can be added to your life. Listen, guys, we're a couple months into 2025. Have those resolutions really been working? Are you where you thought you were going to be? And it's okay to say no, because if not, maybe you need a little extra nudge in your life. Only you have the power to write your own story. And sometimes writing your story requires a little bit of a sidekick. BetterHelp can be that sidekick to help add color to your experiences, to help you with better relationships, to help everything have more meaning in your life. This type of therapy is pretty incredible. You don't have to drive 30 minutes out to a therapist and then drive another 30 minutes back, taxing you 60 minutes out of your day. This is convenient, online, and extremely affordable. Go check it out at betterhelp.com/speedfreaks for 10% off your first month. Add color, add meaning, add a little bit more happiness to your life. Give yourself that exhale that just helps you get through today, tomorrow, and the next month. That's what you owe yourself this 2025. That's betterhelp.com/speedfreaks, BetterHelp, HELP.com. You owe it to yourself.
3 years of sellout crowds, 3 years of edge of your seat action, 3 years of jaw-dropping finishes. Worldwide Technology Raceway has rocked the world of NASCAR, and now NASCAR is giving us another reason to celebrate. The 2025 NASCAR Cup Series Championship playoffs are coming Sunday, September 7th, 2025. Go to www.raceway.com for the hottest ticket of the year.
You're listening to Speed Freaks, Motorsports Radio, redefined.
Joe, I didn't hate you. I hated other coaches before you because they were a-holes.
I got my ass kicked 6 ways to Sunday.
Peyton Manning. He is probably one of the best game callers ever.
fun, money, and girls.
Are you saying I'm less than an asshole?
No, I like.
Please hang up and try again.
Live on the Freak Radio Network, broadcasting from the Lucas Oil Studios. Driven by General Tire.
Rock on, baby!
It's Speed Freaks. Motorsports Radio redefined with Kenny Sargent.
We love to party.
Crash Gladys.
What are we doing for the bachelorette party?
Here's the Freaks.
Freak Nation, a big second hour, and I say it every top of the second hour. It's a big second hour, but it really is. You have a Super Bowl NASCAR championship winning coach, Joe Gibbs. We spend a good 15, 20 minutes with him, and he's saying things that I've never heard him say before. Caught him in a great mood. We caught up with him. It was morning time for him, and he says he is not a morning person, but my God, if he's not a morning person, then I don't know who is, because he was freaking on fire. He joins us this hour. Rajah Caruth will be here as we celebrate Black History Month here in the Freak Nation, where we're celebrating African Americans involved in motorsports. Coco Samano checking in from the Daytona International Speedway Media Center. I was there until Saturday afternoon, got the hell out of there. Those freaking rainouts are a bitch, Cole, aren't they? Or not rainouts, rain postponements.
Yeah, to say the least. Yeah, it was been a long week, honestly, but today especially was like just it kept going on and on. You had the initial one that was like 3 hours, and there was another separate one for 20 whatever minutes. It's been a long day, but you know what? It was a great race, so I'm happy.
And if you follow us on any of our social media channels, Cole, today was nothing for you because your experience just getting to the East Coast was massively obstructed.
It was bad. It was a long trip from Arizona to Charlotte to Daytona Beach. We'll say that.
Do we really want to cry for Cole? He was at the freaking Daytona. I don't give a damn if he took a donkey there. He got to the 500 crash.
It took him 30
exactly. I'm
hours
here
to get there.
So
that's all that matters. I'm here.
Who the hell closed the GDM Media Center down Friday night?
That would be you. That's
right.
Yeah.
We're living the dream here. No complaints.
Yeah. I'm going to hear Crash is complaining enough for you, Cole. Damn, man.
Come on. Well, there's a driver complaining right now, and I think he's got a valid point.
All right, go ahead and point it out there, Crasher. I'll take care of the switching, Richard C.
Just 8 minutes ago, let me say, Kyle Busch.
Love it.
Parked by NASCAR officials. The rule says you have 3 attempts to make minimum speed. The race never went back green yet. I don't even think NASCAR knows their own rules or procedures.
Dang.
Well,
read some of the responses, Crasher.
Oh, I have no. Great.
That's where the cop is going to be, or those folks responding to KFB.
Matt says it's a shame you got wiped out right after the broadcasters showed an interview of you hoping to win Daytona today.
Right.
Let's see. Wasn't prepared to look at these comments, but Cookham Kyle. This sucks. Was pulling for you all day. You saw something that I'm not seeing right now.
No, I didn't. I just wanted to hear some comments because typically Kyle Busch fans go bananas for Kyle Busch, and they're not mother effing somebody.
Well, here's a guy. Mike says clearly they hate RCR racing and literally purposely attack you. I hate NASCAR. Come on, people.
Listen, Kyle Busch has made mistakes in racing, but I think Cole, Suave, Crasher would agree to this. His freaking crew gets him in so much trouble. He's had speeding penalties. I get that. But when there's a crew member that jumps over the wall a little bit earlier, what that does to the driver's psyche. Granted, Kyle's been doing this for 20 freaking years or whenever. 20?
This is his 21st year, but it's his 20th Daytona 500. Yes, okay, here's what I will say about Kyle Busch. He's mentally very strong. So did that get into his psyche, his crew member going over the wall too early? No. Did it frustrate him? Yes. But he has learned to compartmentalize things a lot better now than he did in his earlier career. Would that get into the psyche of some younger drivers? Absolutely. But then Kyle, on the very next pit stop, he did overdrive his pit. So, yeah, the frustrations were mounting. But then again, you saw, like with other drivers, he came back through. They had a good strategy staying in the back, conserving fuel, doing some other tests. But then, boom, when it mattered after that second stage was over, went right to the front.
Cole, from some of your other observations there at the track, start of the race, there's nothing like it with, the 100,000 people there in the stands and another 100,000 people there in the infield and all the bananas, music and flyovers going on. It's trying to describe what a funny car sounds like or a top fuel car sounds like. You just can't unless you're there.
You really can't. It's so hard to put into words.
Close to the mic, Cole. Talk to the mic.
It's really hard to put into words, honestly. I was really taken back by it all. I know you can have your opinions on the president, but having the president of the United States there was a big deal for the sport, I think. It brought definitely an energy to the track that was felt. That on top of the really cool command start engines by Anthony Mackie was a plus. But the Thunderbirds, the hundreds of thousands of people there,
right.
It was just, it's hard to describe. It really is. Just the whole atmosphere of the Great American Race, being there on the infield of that iconic speedway, really surreal.
Was it better than what you had anticipated? You knew it was going to be pretty cool, but some of your texts to us throughout were pretty spectacular, in which you said, I've never felt this electric in my life. So I'm paraphrasing you, but that was pretty nifty.
I was wired for like a whole friggin' hour and a half after that. I was just buzzing because it was such an incredible experience. It really was. And yeah, again, just like having the president there was really cool. It just brought a different feel to it. Because I'd been there before the 500 with my family back in 2022 as a fan. But actually being there on pit road with all the drivers and their families and the team owners and all these people that came out to see the race, it wasn't just the president. It was like all these different actors and singers that came out to see the sport of NASCAR. That really got me like excited and really made me a little sentimental, honestly, because I'm a big fan of the sport. I want to see it succeed and just to see it embraced at that capacity. It was just humbling, and just being here in itself was a very humbling experience as a media member.
Isn't it also wild when you see, like you mentioned, celebrities from so many different walks of life, and they're googly-eyed. They're looking around like, whoa, what is this? This
Exactly.
is not necessarily what we see on TV, because it's not.
Mm-hmm. And it was a shame too, because like I said, the atmosphere there was unmatched. Like there's no denying it. It was felt by everybody there. And then to get whatever it was, 14 laps in, and to have that 3-hour rain delay just sucked all the air out. I feel so bad for the people at NASCAR because the hype was there. I feel like I got so many texts from people that didn't watch the sport tuning in. So I know there were a ton of eyes even outside of them that were new viewers curious about it, and to have that kind of probably put a sour taste in their mouth was disappointing. But nonetheless, the race itself, if people tuned in, I think they'll probably stick around for a while because just, again, off the charts. They were like 3 wide for the lead. I feel like the entire race. It was just unbelievable.
Yeah, Richie and I were watching that. It's like you were 6, 7, 8 deep of
Insane.
3 wide racing. It is insane, but it's so cool too.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's. You brought something up about how people were texting you and how, did you say it was their first Daytona 500 to watch?
Yeah. Very like casual. They might have tuned in a few times here and there, but I had a lot of people that were texting me that had never watched NASCAR ever before, and they were just drawn to it because whether it be the president that was going to the race or just the fact that I was hyping it up because it's like the NASCAR Super Bowl. And I think NASCAR did a good job in rebounding from their lackluster ads in the last week or so for the 500. So people were tuning in. So it made me really happy.
That's what I want to get to, is that we were kind of downgrading the NASCAR advertisements from Fox, and that Fox was putting all their eggs into the IndyCar basket. But something happened Super Bowl weekend. Yes, there was a lot of IndyCar hype, but there was some NASCAR hype that was picked up on Super Bowl weekend too, and it translated to this week. And we'll see what the ratings are when they come out, but for some of those eyeballs to stick through, a rain delay is massive. NASCAR's doing okay, people. Let's not worry about who Fox loves more right now. Today, Sunday, crushed for NASCAR.
Yeah, I will say, I will add to this. I believe it was 2 weeks ago, maybe it was 3 weeks ago. I brought up on the show how I wasn't all that excited for NASCAR this season, where I was more interested in IndyCar and Formula One. And that is still true because I still don't think there's a lot of outside storylines to go into NASCAR this season. But the racing was so good today. That's what draws me back in. Is if NASCAR puts on a show like they did today, I'm all in. That's what I care about. I want to see great racing, and today was great racing. For even though it was fuel save, but they were 3 wide. Give me more of that, and you'll lock me back in, on the level of Formula One and IndyCar.
Well, there aren't many follow-ups like this on the schedule where you go super speedway to Atlanta. Don't call me super speedway race to where, we, again, should get some dynamics with that races too, Richie. How's it going?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was reading comments, Kenny. Come on.
Bottom line, though, NASCAR, it's a win. I mean, we saw some NHRA ads today, too. It's a win for all motorsports. We're all boats rise on a high tide. We're good.
Mm-hmm. We will do this next week, but I want to spend some time talking about the bitchin' job CW did with Xfinity Series.
Agreed.
Fox just feels like it's 2005. And back when Fox came on board, we thought, man, it's so fresh. It ain't fresh anymore. Yep. I'll get to that. Hey, Joe Gibbs, the only time in my life that I get to tell a guy that I can't call him an a-hole. That's Joe Gibbs. It's greatness. It's next. Speed Freaks Pits and the Lucas Oil Studio.
Speed Freaks, Motorsports Radio, redefined.
As your power steering pump ages, seal leaks may occur, causing the power steering system to lose fluid. Your power steering system may also develop an annoying squeal, and the steering may become more difficult to handle. By using Lucas Power Steering Stop Leak, you will stop the seal leaks, reduce slack in rack and pinion, eliminate the squeals and hard spots in your power steering system. It is guaranteed to stop seal leaks or your money back. Lucas Power Steering Stop Leak. It works.
This segment of Speed Freaks is brought to you by BetterHelp. Go to betterhelp.com/speedfreaks now. And for those of you that have experienced therapy in the past, you know the benefits. Good on you. If you haven't, don't let it intimidate you. Therapy is so soothing. It's the way that color and stability can be added to your life. Listen, guys, we're a couple months into 2025. Have those resolutions really been working? Are you where you thought you were going to be? And it's okay to say no, because if not, maybe you need a little extra nudge in your life. Only you have the power to write your own story. And sometimes writing your story requires a little bit of a sidekick. BetterHelp can be that sidekick to help add color to your experiences, to help you with better relationships, to help everything have more meaning in your life. This type of therapy is pretty incredible. You don't have to drive 30 minutes out to a therapist and then drive another 30 minutes back, taxing you 60 minutes out of your day. This is convenient, online, and extremely affordable. Go check it out at betterhelp.com/speedfreaks for 10% off your first month. Add color, add meaning, add a little bit more happiness to your life. Give yourself that exhale that just helps you get through today, tomorrow, and the next month. That's what you owe yourself this 2025. That's betterhelp.com/speedfreaks, BetterHelp, HELP.com. You owe it to yourself.
Freak Nation, head to your local General Tire dealership now to check out the latest additions to their product lineup. The Grabber family of tires are engineered for durability and feature innovative performance features that offer all-terrain capability, blending exceptional off-road durability and impressive on-road performance, all while sporting aggressive styling. For outstanding off-road performance coupled with strong street manners, look no further than General Tire. General Tire delivers for whatever you do, and the official tire of Speed Freaks since 2001.
Spring forward with real unlimited data from Straight Talk this tax season and get a free Samsung Galaxy A16 5G or Moto G Power 5G 2024 with select plans. So you can stream games during Mad March hours, check the weather for April showers, and watch gardening videos about May flowers. Straight Talk, real unlimited data, available at Walmart and straighttalk.com. Offer valid through 4/15/25. Taxes and fees apply. Requires purchase of single line gold unlimited plan or higher. For network management practices, visit straighttalk.com.
You're listening to Speed Freaks, Motorsports Radio, redefined.
This freaking segment is brought to you by our friends at Lucas Oil. Now, what automobile do you have in the garage? I bet Lucas Oil could keep that thing fat and happy and on the road. From everyday car care, heavy-duty trucking to agriculture, hot rods, classic cars, motorcycles, and marine, Lucas Oil has what you need to keep those engines, interiors, and exteriors looking like and running like they're supposed to be. For more information, go to the website, lucasoil.com, and find the perfect Lucas Oil product. Keep your rides on the road. Freak Nation, I am a Cowboys snorkeler. Unfortunately, I've had to bear the cross of Jerry Jones for the last 30 years since those championships.
Williams on his way in.
Where is that? Cole? Oh, that's Cole picking up some of the noise from the media center. I get back to it. I'm a Cowboy snorkeler, so when Joe Gibbs comes to the Freak Nation, there's a little bit of bias there, but we have some fun with it. But I've never had such a good time speaking to the former Washington Commanders head coach, Super Bowl winning championship coach, of course, team owner champion with NASCAR. It's the side of Joe Gibbs you will never see unless he comes to the Freak Nation. Words like a-hole are used from me, chicks and fast car. It's just, it is a bonus to have Joe here in the Freak Nation. Joe Gibbs, Coach Joe Gibbs, now with the Freaks.
I'm not a morning person. You may have to slap me a couple of times to get me going.
Look,
welcome to the club. Neither are we, and we're on mountain time right now.
Right.
I'm a late nighter.
Come on, Joe Gibbs is a late nighter?
Absolutely. All those football days, you wind up staying up all night. And so anyway, I like to get everything done at night and do not give me any shocks in the morning. So don't ask me anything real hard, okay?
So basically, if Joe Gibbs were running NASCAR, you would say, let's push everything back to Saturday night racing.
I'm with you. Let's do that. I don't think we're going to get that vote, though.
No.
Freak Nation, Joe Gibbs has been coming in Speed Freaks pits for several times over our last 25 years of doing this, and he's doing it again. And I put in a special request for you, Joe, for this one because of your tenured time with Interstate Batteries. And I want to give the Freak Nation some insight on really what it takes to continue to have a sponsor on the side of your race car for 3 decades, and really the blood, sweat, and tears you, your drivers, your team managers have to go through to have Interstate continue to be on the side of your car. Can you give us some backroom discussion, some insight on what it takes to keep a tenured relationship like Interstate Batteries?
Yeah, when our family, my 2 boys and Pat and all of us talked about getting in racing, we put a dream on a piece of paper and showed up on Norm Miller's doorstep. And that's 32 years ago. And think about that, to still have a partnership that's critical for us in racing. Our sport is totally different than football, basketball, and baseball. You've got to have a sponsor. And I say it's more than a sponsor, it's a partner. And that truly is what we are with Interstate Batteries. And think about a partnership like this that can go 32 years. We're still crisscrossing the country. Interstate is all across America in every county. And for us to represent them in front of our fan base and America, it's exciting for us. And to see their company be so successful over that period of time. And so we're just excited to have a company like this. I think we're setting a record right now in NASCAR to be together with a sponsor, your founding sponsor. You walk in our building, that's what you're going to see. You're going to see Interstate Batteries. And so it's just, every time we're in the winner's circle, we're holding that green battery because they got us here. And so that's a little bit of our story.
Joe Gibbs, again, multi-time Xfinity Series, Cup Series, championship team owner, Super Bowl over and over and over, 3-time Super Bowl coach joining us here in the Freak Nation. And
Hold on. Do you know how hard that is for Kenny to say? He's a Cowboys fan.
Well, he can't be a Cowboy fan. He's too good looking.
Oh, Joe.
That's my comeback. Okay, every time I go someplace, you know what I hear?
What?
In the background, somebody yelling, "How about them Cowboys?" And so that's what after a while, that's what I yell back at them.
Well, you completely dislodged me from the question I was going to drop. But speaking of Dallas, I was born and raised in Dallas. And when I go back to Dallas over the last 20, 30 years, right there at 635 and 75, you see that big Interstate Batteries sign on that building. And I think Joe Gibbs Racing. You think of Speed Freaks, you think of Lucas Oil and General Tires, two sponsors of ours over the last 20 years. And what it takes, Joe, it's Kenny Bernstein said it best to me 25 years ago. He said, Kenny, to me, he said, my best piece of advice, for every dollar your sponsors spend with you or partners spend with you, you give them $3 back. That's sage advice.
Yes, it does. And for you to stay in a relationship like this for this long, I think it's got to be great for both partners. Mm-hmm. Certainly, we hope it is for Interstate, and we think it has been. And so it's a close relationship. We do all kinds of things together besides being at the racetrack and hospitalities. And it's all of their distributors across America. A huge deal for us as we visit with them. Our complex here in Charlotte is used. Matter of fact, we just had the Interstate group in here 2 weeks ago. And our whole facility here is geared towards them. We have conference rooms. We have a theater-style auditorium. We can do a sit-down dinner here for $350. So our complex here is also geared for our sponsors. And Interstate, obviously, I think they fit our demographic also. Obviously, we're racing cars, and they're selling batteries. They keep cars going.
But Joe Gibbs, the sponsorship landscape over the last 20, 30 years has changed dramatically. How have you been able to keep them interested in the changing landscape? But then also, how have you been able to navigate them in and amongst other sponsors that you've needed to bring on board as they become partners with them?
Correct. One of the things we do is B2B. And so obviously with Interstate, that we also work with them in partnerships with Stanley Black & Decker and other companies we have. Saya just coming on board with us, a trucking company, 12,000 of those vehicles crossing America. You can see that B2B opportunities that we have. But also, if you think about our fan base, I would say if there's probably a number one group of people that listen to races as part of racing. When you turn on Sirius Radio to a NASCAR channel, it's the truckers across America. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And so it fits. I think obviously Interstate has a fantastic product, and I think we have a fantastic partnership, and I think our fan base is extremely loyal. What has changed about sponsorship is it used to be that sponsors come into our sport and they take the whole car. What's happened now, normally that's not the case, but we have them taking a number of races. Interstate has all the way through our program for 32 years been a key part of us going forward in racing. We've won a Daytona 500 with them. We've won championships with them. And it's exciting for us. None of the sponsors that we have are satisfied to run in the back.
I hope not.
The thing they do to me is point that finger and go, we want to be up front. And so Interstate's been up front. I think our fan base too. They know Interstate. And so I think it's great that you say in Dallas, you've got that big Interstate sign. Mm-hmm. I think that's awesome for us. By the way, the one thing about the Cowboys, that people ask me, what do I miss most about the NFL? And honestly, that game is one of the things I miss the most. Because when you go to play the Cowboys, everybody in America, you're either a cowboy or you're a redskin. There's nobody sitting on the fence. And let me say this. There's some real hate in that game when you play.
Yep.
So, and that's what the great rivalries are, what sports are all about. And so that rivalry certainly has it.
But Joe, hold on, Crasher. Joe, I didn't hate you. I hated other coaches before you because they were a-holes. You weren't an a-hole, Joe. You were that kid that just kind of laughs, going, "Yes, I'm kicking your ass." You didn't give us anything to hate, Joe.
Okay, let me ask you. I think I coached around 30 games against the Cowboys. What do you think the record was? Hey, 15 and 15. Every time we won one, I said, "Okay, let's give them one."
Oh, you son of a gun.
Speed Freaks, Motorsports Radio, redefined.
From the labs at Lucas Oil Products, Lucas Oil Complete Engine Treatment is a multifunctional cleaner plus lubricant. For every fill-up of gas or diesel, add one 16-ounce can of Lucas Oil Complete Engine Treatment. One bottle can treat a tank of up to 21 gallons. Its special additives allows a better fuel burn to help increase your miles per gallon. Expect longer engine life, longer oil life, cleaner exhaust, and less fuel consumption. Lucas Oil, it works.
Freak Nation, head to your local General Tire dealership now to check out the latest additions to their product lineup. The Grabber family of tires are engineered for durability and feature innovative performance features that offer all-terrain capability, blending exceptional off-road durability and impressive on-road performance, all while sporting aggressive style. For outstanding off-road performance coupled with strong street manners, look no further than General Tire. General Tire delivers for whatever you do, and the official tire of Speed Freaks since 2001.
Lowe's knows that your business is built on speed and trust. That's why the Lowe's Pro Desk is here to get you what you need the moment you need it. We'll help you plan your project, calculate your materials, and pivot when your job takes an unexpected turn. And with our pro-only checkout and dedicated pro parking, you have what you need to tackle your job and be back on the job in no time. Just visit us at the Pro Desk. Lowe's knows pros. We help. You save.
What's better than one win? 3 wins. With Straight Savings, you keep your own phone, get one line for only $25 a month with real unlimited data, and get rewarded with a $200 phone credit after 12 months. It's a win-win-win. Head to Walmart or visit straighttalk.com today. Switch to Straight Talk. Less dollars, more sense. Straight Savings Plan enrollment requires compatible unlocked device and new line of service. Bonus device credit requires 12 months of active service. Offer ends if eligibility requirements are no longer met. Taxes and fees apply. For network management practices, see Straight Talk's terms and conditions.
This segment of Speed Freaks is brought to you by BetterHelp. Go to betterhelp.com/speedfreaks now. And for those of you that have experienced therapy in the past, you know the benefits. Good on you. If you haven't, don't let it intimidate you. Therapy is so soothing. It's the way that color and stability can be added to your life. Listen, guys, we're a couple months into 2025. Have those resolutions really been working? Are you where you thought you were going to be? And it's okay to say no, because if not, maybe you need a little extra nudge in your life. Only you have the power to write your own story. And sometimes writing your story requires a little bit of a sidekick. BetterHelp can be that sidekick to help add color to your experiences, to help you with better relationships, to help everything have more meaning in your life. This type of therapy is pretty incredible. You don't have to drive 30 minutes out to a therapist and then drive another 30 minutes back, taxing you 60 minutes out of your day. This is convenient, online, and extremely affordable. Go check it out at betterhelp.com/speedfreaks for 10% off your first month. Add color, add meaning, add a little bit more happiness to your life. Give yourself that exhale that just helps you get through today, tomorrow, and the next month. That's what you owe yourself this 2025. That's betterhelp.com/speedfreaks, BetterHelp, HELP.com. You owe it to yourself.
3 years of sellout crowds, 3 years of edge of your seat action, 3 years of jaw-dropping finishes. Worldwide Technology Raceway has rocked the world of NASCAR. And now, NASCAR is giving us another reason to celebrate. The 2025 NASCAR Cup Series Championship Playoffs are coming. Sunday, September 7th, 2025. Go to www.raceway.com for the hottest ticket of the year.
Speed Freaks, Motorsports Radio, redefined.
Freak Nation, make your plans now to get yourself a new set of General tires. Fall's here. Winter's coming. Wet weather. You want to make sure you're on a new set of General tires. For more information, check it out at GeneralTire.com. That's GeneralTire.com. General Tire, the official tire of Speed Freaks for over 2 decades. All right, Freak Nation, we're going to continue on with our second part of Joe Gibbs and yours truly, Kenny and Crash from Speed Freaks. Again, it's Joe Gibbs like you've never seen him before. More Joe Gibbs right here, Speed Freaks Pits and the Lucas Oil Studios.
But Joe, this passion and the way you guys are laughing and carrying on about the good old days, the passion does, like you just alluded to, fuel sports. So is there something in NASCAR? It's Denny Hamlin plays a good villain. He's your guy. Do we need more villains? More people? I don't like to use the word hate, but hate is passion. Do we need more of that in NASCAR, do you think?
I think each one of the drivers, it's their personality that comes out. It really is. And we've got some that, fans would boo. We got some that, and obviously those fans for the very same driver will cheer. One time I was asked, one of the most popular drivers we had at that point, and the crew chief asked me, how come some people boo him? And I said, hey, listen, the most fans you're going to get in NASCAR would be what? The most popular driver. 15, 20%. The other 80 are going to boo him. So, but I think the great thing about our sports, you know what it is? That's the driver, that the fans are on one side or the other. Mm-hmm. You have the race teams themselves. You got people pulling for Hendrick and Penske and hopefully some for us. Okay, then you've got Ford, Chevy, and Toyota. Mm-hmm. And so pick your choice. You can pull or you can root against any of those three. And I think that's exciting too, because we're all competing. The manufacturer competing. Certainly we are as owners, and certainly are the drivers.
Let me guess, that driver that was being booed was probably Tony Stewart. Would you ever have imagined him when he started driving for you that he'd be racing a Top Fuel dragster?
I would not. But I got to tell you, if there's anybody that would do something like that, it's Tony. The whole time he was kind of with us, he was racing everything in the world. And I tried to get him off of it, but I wasn't. He is still Tony Stewart. And I think he's looking for new worlds to conquer.
Yes, so true.
Hey, Coach, let's end it with this. You go back to Dale Jarrett running the first Interstate insignia on the side of your car. You've won 500s. You've won championships. You won numerous races with Interstate on the side of your car. I think Interstate with Bobby Labonte in 2000 really put the Battery and Joe Gibbs on the map. Can you give me in about 60 seconds or less what it was like coaching Bobby Labonte versus coaching a Christopher Bell now?
Well, I think it's a lot like I relate it. I was in football, and you have quarterbacks. And generally, when you're working with somebody that's a young quarterback and seeing them develop, one of the greatest thrills is seeing them win. If it's Mark Rippon starting out with us, he was really set on the sidelines for 2 years, and to see him be the MVP of a Super Bowl in 91. What a great thrill that was. It was the same with Bobby. Bobby came on board, had not won a race. And I still remember here in Charlotte when he won the 600, I honestly don't think there was a dry eye in the winner's circle. Every single one of us. So it's a thrill to see that take place. Now, it's the same thing with a sponsor. Think about Interstate. They gambled, got into a sport with a football coach that I had no driver, no race shop, no nothing. And so for us to win, just like you said, one of the greatest thrills in our life was to win that Daytona 500 with Dale Jarrett in our second year. Thrills like that, that's what sports is all about. That's why we love it. And so that's the reason why we have everybody talking about it and cheering for their favorite team. And so I love that part of it. I get up in the morning and I get a thrill out of saying, I got a chance to go to the racetrack this weekend and race against, I want to try and beat Rajah Penske, Rick Hendrick,
right,
Roush, and all these guys. And so I get a kick out of that. That's fun for me.
So do you slap Christopher Bell around like you did Bobby Labonte 25 years ago?
I don't know. Most of the time I think I work for the drivers. Think about this. They get to have all the fun. I tell them on pit road, they get in a race car. I said, you get to drive a race car and make a living. Everybody wants to drive a race car. The second thing is, if we win a purse on a weekend, they get half the purse. They pay 4 people to drive their motorhome and work around the house. I pay 400 people to work on a race car. So they make all the money. And then the third thing is they all got great looking girls. So I said they got fun, money, and girls. So I think if anybody out there wants to get in racing, be a driver, not an owner.
Welcome to motorsports, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, Joe Gibbs, how about them Cowboys?
Oh my goodness. That's hard for me to wake up to that.
No.
Joe, it's always fantastic, and I truly mean this to you, when you roll in the Freak Nation. We appreciate you taking time out to join us. We know you don't do it for everybody, buddy. But congratulations on your tenure with Interstate Batteries and your tenure in NASCAR.
Thank y'all so much. Thank you for having me on, and appreciate what you do for Interstate. Thank you.
See you, buddy.
All right, see you now.
Wow.
Yep. That is TV gold right there.
That's just anything gold. That's audio gold. What he was saying, wow. Good job, Kenny.
I'll get rid of 30. Cole, when was the last time you saw Joe Gibbs like that, my friend?
Literally never. Never. That was an incredible interview, guys. Well done. I loved hearing all the Cowboy stuff back and forth. I didn't know they were 15-15. That's a pretty impressive feat for your Cowboys there.
It might be true.
He wouldn't say. He would know.
Yeah, but it's
in his tenure.
No, you're right. I just don't know if it's just him trying to pacify and just kind of get to the point of it being such a great rivalry. It might be true. I don't know.
All right, internet, do your thing.
Right.
When Joe Gibbs was coach of the Redskins, what was the record of all the games, Dallas versus Washington?
Yeah, it makes sense.
Go for it, Internet.
All right. Regardless, Joe Gibbs here in the Freak Nation. I put it out on X, Freak Nation. We are an hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes after the race, the Daytona 500, and as I said, goose egg for mentions of William Byron. You got Ryan Preece, you got NASCAR, you have Joey Logano, Stenhouse on there.
Cole Custer's
Cole
on there.
Custer.
We're talking about the trending topics on X, and plenty of NASCAR references, 0 about your winner.
I mean, Cole, go ahead and make your point real quick. Why do you think it is?
I'm sorry?
Why do you think there's no mention of William Byron on there?
What was the term? Milk toast? Is that what you're using?
No, you had a good point. Maybe it just shows you people on X are a fan of wrecks, accidents, carnage.
Well, yeah, I mean that's kind of standard for NASCAR fans, I feel like, or for like the general, I guess, basic NASCAR fans. If you're really a fan, you just appreciate the success, you appreciate history, like I do, and greatness.
Was that opinion, Cole? If you're really a NASCAR fan, you need to appreciate greatness. Is that opinion?
If you really are a fan of the sport, I think so.
Yes.
I'm sorry, I got like background from Jeff Gordon talking right now. I'm picking that up. Sorry.
Pick up that name, Jesus.
Yeah, Jeff Gordon next to me right now.
Yeah, you know.
No big deal.
Just the whole Rainbow Warriors all around me. William Byron, Jeff Gordon.
Hey,
Probably
William
Papa
Byron.
Rick. Papa Rick's over there.
It's the worst thing that could have happened to NASCAR. William Byron. Seriously. William Byron or Cole Custer. They talk about creating personalities. Both Steves have said it. Every freaking question that they got to kick off Phoenix for the last 2 or 3 years about creating personalities. They ain't got it with William Byron. Imagine doing Good Morning America and all those snappy shows tomorrow and Tuesday. It's like, oh my God. We had 10 seconds set aside for 10 minutes for this guy. We just gave him 3.
Come on.
Do you sleep like that in the car, William? All right. Rajah Caruth, celebrating Black History Month. Hell of a guy. Always enjoy when he rolls in the Freak Nation. He's next. Speed Freaks, Lucas Oil.
Speed Freaks, Motorsports Radio, redefined.
As your power steering pump ages, seal leaks may occur, causing the power steering system to lose fluid. Your power steering system may also develop an annoying squeal, and the steering may become more difficult to handle. By using Lucas Power Steering Stop Leak, you will stop the seal leaks, reduce slack in rack and pinion, eliminate the squeals and hard spots in your power steering system. It is guaranteed to stop seal leaks or your money back. Lucas Power Steering Stop Leak. It works.
This segment of Speed Freaks is brought to you by BetterHelp. Go to betterhelp.com/speedfreaks now. And for those of you that have experienced therapy in the past, you know the benefits. Good on you. If you haven't, don't let it intimidate you. Therapy is so soothing. It's the way that color and stability can be added to your life. Listen, guys, we're a couple months into 2025. Have those resolutions really been working? Are you where you thought you were going to be? And it's okay to say no, because if not, maybe you need a little extra nudge in your life. Only you have the power to write your own story. And sometimes writing your story requires a little bit of a sidekick. BetterHelp can be that sidekick to help add color to your experiences, to help you with better relationships, to help everything have more meaning in your life. This type of therapy is pretty incredible. You don't have to drive 30 minutes out to a therapist and then drive another 30 minutes back, taxing you 60 minutes out of your day. This is convenient, online, and extremely affordable. Go check it out at betterhelp.com/speedfreaks for 10% off your first month. Add color, add meaning, add a little bit more happiness to your life. Give yourself that exhale that just helps you get through today, tomorrow, and the next month. That's what you owe yourself this 2025. That's betterhelp.com/speedfreaks, BetterHelp, HELP.com. You owe it to yourself.
Freak Nation, head to your local General Tire dealership now to check out the latest additions to their product lineup. The Grabber family of tires are engineered for durability and feature innovative performance features that offer all-terrain capability, blending exceptional off-road durability and impressive on-road performance, all while sporting aggressive styling. For outstanding off-road performance coupled with strong street manners, look no further than General Tire. General Tire delivers for whatever you do, and the official tire of Speed Freaks since 2001.
Spring forward with real unlimited data from Straight Talk this tax season and get a free Samsung Galaxy A16 5G or Moto G Power 5G 2024 with select plans. So you can stream games during Mad March hours, check the weather for April showers, and watch gardening videos about May flowers. Straight Talk, real unlimited data, available at Walmart and straighttalk.com. Offer valid through 4/15/25. Taxes and fees apply. Requires purchase of single line gold unlimited plan or higher. For network management practices, visit straighttalk.com.
You're listening to Speed Freaks, Motorsports Radio, redefined.
Freak Nation, this segment brought to you by our good friends at Straight Talk. Need more data so you can stream the freaks or your jams on a loop? Switch to Straight Talk and get real. Unlimited data on a reliable 5G network. Straight Talk, available at Walmart or straighttalk.com. Rajah Caruth got his first win in the NASCAR Truck Series last year at Las Vegas. I expect him to do the same and more this year. We're celebrating Black History Month featuring African Americans in motorsports, and he's definitely one of our faves. Rajah Caruth, just prior to him running in the NASCAR truck race at Daytona, joining us as Michael McDowell decided to interrupt the conversation right now. Rajah, Michael McDowell interrupted our time. I want to spend a little bit more time with the interviewing, but it's okay when a Cup driver comes over here and asks for freaking advice on how to drive a truck. According to your stat man over here, Vince, he hasn't run a truck in 15, 16 years. Can you really offer a big-time Cup driver, a Daytona 500 winner, advice on how to drive a truck?
I would say advice, just more information. I mean, the Cup stuff, Xfinity stuff, you're going to a RPM limit of 8,700, 8,900, 9,000, you know, and in these it's 74, 75. It's a lot different. I know for me, when I was going back and forth between Xfinity and trucks, I'd be either short shifting in Xfinity because I'm so used to just hitting the chip, or just like sitting in the chip, just in the truck, just because of how, you know, boggy these are. But yeah, it's been great to be with Michael a little bit this winter, and really just learning a lot from the Cup side, from the prep, and really things I can apply to my processes on the truck side.
I was talking to Vince earlier about what it means to have a Michael McDowell on your team. Granted, the dude can win races, veteran driver, but it's the inside baseball that he brings to Inspire Motorsports for guys like yourself that really you can't put a price on.
For sure. I mean, it's invaluable, you know, to have really all three Cup guys be kind of hands-on. Michael the most for sure. You know, willing to listen to me, willing to, you know, provide information and advice for myself, and not just for the technical and driving things, but the off-the-track stuff, whether it's time management, scheduling, really just how to balance everything as you grow into a young adult and into a man. So it's been super, super great to have those guys around, and I'm super thankful to be teammates with them and, you know, the other Cup guys that'll be driving for Spire in the Truck Series this year.
If you follow you on social media, you see that you're big on goals, you're big on motivation. Goals for 2025 in the Truck Series, ultimately, I understand it's a championship. But outside of that, where do you want to see the improvements for Rajah Caruth?
Yeah, just I feel like I brought down the mistakes in year two than from year one for me, and I think I just want to improve on that even more and just have as seamless of a year as possible. I know the success will come. I know the stage wins, the top fives, the wins, that'll all come in time, and everything will work out the way it's supposed to. But just making sure in those moments that I'm just doing my job, and I know everything will work out the way it's supposed to. So
there's a picture I've got last year Daytona where Bubba Wallace walked up to you, and he's giving you advice. And talking to Bubba yesterday, he says Rajah and I are damn near at the same level to where we're both giving each other advice.
You know, looking at, you know, the success that Rajah's had has been really neat, and knowing that I've played a small role in that has been really cool. And we're getting to the point now where we're bouncing, you know, ideas off of each other, and it's not just coming to me for, you know, hey, how do you get around this place? It's like, hey, what'd you feel? Although he's a different manufacturer, he still gives me some secrets. Hope that doesn't give him in trouble. But that's just how it rolls. And I think if we can both continue just to work hard and be successful in the sport, we let our results do all the talking.
It's cool because obviously he has a son now, and that's super great to see. And really just knowing, you know, his cousins, his family, and everything is super cool to have that relationship with him. So as far as the driving stuff, I don't know. I mean, I remember in 23 when he ran some races for Tricon, we kind of just talked a little bit about, you know, Darlington and Wilkesboro and some of those places. But hopefully he runs a few more truck races, or hopefully I can, I don't know, run an Xfinity race or a Cup race at some point and be around him. So dream big.
One other thing I talked to him about was it's Black History Month. And last weekend, Malcolm Stewart did something he's never done. He won in the 450 class. I know you don't follow Supercross that much, but you certainly heard about it. A black man on a 450 winning, first time I guess since his brother James, was huge. There wasn't a dry eye in the house for those that have followed the Stewart's career. That's a big deal, man.
It's super special. And James was in the booth, right? Yeah. That was, like you said.
In his hometown, he wins it, man.
That's a BFD, man. I don't, like you said, I don't watch Supercross. That's I've had, Pete Shepard, he was one of my crew guys for the last few years. He's a big Supercross guy, and same with my old crew chief, Chad. He's super into the bike world, and I knew from them about the world, and obviously knew about James Stewart and Brian Dungy and all them guys. And so to see Malcolm have that success, it's great. And for me, I imagine how that would feel for getting a win at like Richmond or something. That's been a place I've honestly struggled a little bit in the truck series, but I've been getting better every time we've gone there. And it's a big deal, like you said, for Black History Month, and what we represent in our industries with not a lot of us in terms of being the ones to ride the bikes or drive the race cars and race trucks. So whenever we can have success, it should be celebrated, because we have our history is American history for sure, and it's great to have that success for him and his family, and hopefully we can do our part over here in this garage.
You've admitted that you're an introvert. And introverts sometimes don't say a lot of things that they want to say, but you're starting to say things. You're starting to come out of that hole, which is a pleasure to see. And you're not afraid to say on your website, one of 3 African-American drivers to win in the Big Boys series, Wendell Scott, Bubba Wallace, and you with last year. How do you push that without rubbing some people wrong, or you don't give a damn, do you?
No, I mean, it's
a fact, isn't it?
It's a fact. I mean, look, everybody in racing has had people help them get to where they are, and my story is no different. I just started a lot later, being 16 and 17 years old, and performing well enough on iRacing to get, acknowledged by Rev Racing and the NASCAR Drive for Diversity program. But, they provided the platform for me when I first got started, and I worked my tail off to get, into opportunities to race in the Xfinity Series with Alpha Prime and with Hendrick Motorsports, and then Spire and GMS with Chevrolet. So it's just authentic to me, man. And to be representative of my culture, of really my background, is such a blessing, and I really cherish that. So, and now, to represent not only that, but really the Hendrick name, the Hendrick family, the auto group, and HendrickCars.com, obviously, it's a dream come true. So I'm living a dream right now and just trying to enjoy the journey and focusing on my processes so that way we can get some good accolades on the racetrack.
I had a long conversation with Joe Gibbs 3 or 4 days ago, and it always comes out that I'm a Cowboys fan, right? Listen, don't shake your head. Listen, I know you're from that area, but wouldn't it be kind of cool, given the opportunity when there is a Joe Gibbs car, whether it's trucks, Xfinity, or the Cup Series, to beat up on Joe Gibbs, the world champion Super Bowl coach of the Washington Commanders?
Yeah, man. That's a loaded question.
It is. I know.
First of all, I'm super proud of the franchise. I remember, like, when I was a kid, people used to say, like, the Deadskins and stuff like that. It used to be a laughing stock in school. Like, people that were Cowboys fans used to say DC stood for Dallas Cowboys, and that, oh, my gosh. But super proud of the organization, proud of the new ownership group, the new head coaching staff. Obviously, Jaden.
He's from Dallas.
Yes, I know he was. He also was at Atlanta first, or before that.
Thank you.
But yeah, just super proud of the team, and any way we can bring support to the DMV and DC in particular is super special. So super proud. I want to try to go to training camp in a little bit, I guess that would be in the summertime. Go and check it out when we're in Richmond. So super proud.
Last thing, I'm in Phoenix. Crasher and I, Speed Freaks, are based in Phoenix. The Sun Devils had this skinny little quarterback. He blows up, goes to LSU, and now he's playing for Washington. I remember this skinny little kid that couldn't fit into a fire suit back in the day with ARCA. And now you start, yeah, hell yeah. You're starting to fill it out, get more confident. The intro and introvert's starting to wear its way out. I like what I'm seeing, man. Is the confidence better?
I'd say so. The confidence is because of the work I put in and my attitude and who I try to carry myself as a person. But like I said, more importantly, my faith in my work and just kind of how everything that I put into this and my sacrifice. So I think that's where my confidence has really been starting to build, and trusting my experience, trusting my team, which that's always been the case, but ideally trusting myself and trusting, in my work ethic, in my experience, my knowledge, and just getting the job done.
celebrating Black History Month with Rajah Caruth right there. You've got to want this guy to win and to win big and to win championships. He is so chill that when I walked out of there, I felt like I had a therapy session. A good one. It was awesome, man. Freak Nation, we're going to do it again next week. I think Cole Cusimano makes it back in time for next Sunday.
Oh, man, if I don't make it back on schedule tonight, or I guess tomorrow morning, I will be pretty upset, to say the least. Also,
quickly,
do you hear there's no ambient noise right now? No. That's because William Byron's actually talking right now.
Hey-oh! Attaboy. I knew I would get you there. Cole Cusimano. My gosh. All right, Freak Nation.
Well then.
Cole Cusimano checking in from Daytona. Yours truly, Crash and Richard C. Suave here in the Lucas Oil Studios. Thank you guys for making this thing possible. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, the website, speedfreaks.tv. We'll do it again next week, Freak Nation, post-Atlanta. See ya!
Speed Freaks, Motorsports Radio, redefined.
Freak Nation, head to your local General Tire dealership now to check out the latest additions to their product lineup. The Grabber family of tires are engineered for durability and feature innovative performance features that offer all-terrain capability, blending exceptional off-road durability and impressive on-road performance, all while sporting aggressive styling. For outstanding off-road performance coupled with strong street manners, look no further than General Tire. General Tire delivers for whatever you do, and the official tire of Speed Freaks since 2001.
This segment of Speed Freaks is brought to you by BetterHelp. Go to betterhelp.com/speedfreaks now. And for those of you that have experienced therapy in the past, you know the benefits. Good on you. If you haven't, don't let it intimidate you. Therapy is so soothing. It's the way that color and stability can be added to your life. Listen, guys, we're a couple months into 2025. Have those resolutions really been working? Are you where you thought you were going to be? And it's okay to say no, because if not, maybe you need a little extra nudge in your life. Only you have the power to write your own story. And sometimes writing your story requires a little bit of a sidekick. BetterHelp can be that sidekick to help add color to your experiences, to help you with better relationships, to help everything have more meaning in your life. This type of therapy is pretty incredible. You don't have to drive 30 minutes out to a therapist and then drive another 30 minutes back, taxing you 60 minutes out of your day. This is convenient, online, and extremely affordable. Go check it out at betterhelp.com/speedfreaks for 10% off your first month. Add color, add meaning, add a little bit more happiness to your life. Give yourself that exhale that just helps you get through today, tomorrow, and the next month. That's what you owe yourself this 2025. That's betterhelp.com/speedfreaks, BetterHelp, HELP.com. You owe it to yourself.
Keeping your pride and joy perfect is as easy as 1, 2, 3. Start with Slick Mist Speed Wax. Simply mist on and wipe off for a professional detail or shine. For your tires and trim, there's Lucas Slick Mist Tire and Trim Shine. Spray on and wipe off for better than new look. Then finish her with Lucas Slick Mist Interior Detailer. Just spray and wipe. Easy. Use Lucas Slick Mist Car Care products and she'll never look better. Fast, easy, and professional. Really, it's sort of like having an extra set of hands. Or 3.
I had the worst dream last night. You were in a car crash and the kids and I were on our own. We had to move out of the house because I couldn't afford it anymore.
That's awful, hon.
My brother was saying he got life insurance from Ethos. With Ethos, it only took 10 minutes and he got $2 million in coverage for around $2 a day. It's all online. No medical exam. He just answered a few health questions right from his house.
Ethos, here we come.
Visit getethos.com. That's getethos.com.
Sample rate is a 10-year term life policy for 35-year-old healthy, non-smoking male. Billed monthly.
Spring forward with real unlimited data from Straight Talk this tax season and get a free Samsung Galaxy A16 5G or Moto G Power 5G 2024 with select plans. So you can stream games during Mad March hours, check the weather for April showers, and watch gardening videos about May flowers. Straight Talk, real unlimited data. Available at Walmart and straighttalk.com. Offer valid through 4/15/25. Taxes and fees apply. Requires purchase of single line gold unlimited plan or higher. For network management practices, visit straighttalk.com.
3 years of sellout crowds. 3 years of edge of your seat action. 3 years of jaw-dropping finishes. Worldwide Technology Raceway has rocked the world of NASCAR, and now NASCAR is giving us another reason to celebrate. The 2025 NASCAR Cup Series Championship playoffs are coming Sunday, September 7th, 2025. Go to www.raceway.com for the hottest ticket of the year.
You're listening to Speed Freaks Motorsports Radio Redefined.